the silent fear that haunts your quiet moments. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine waking up to a house so quiet you can hear the ticking of the clock on the wall. No laughter from loved ones, no familiar footsteps, no voices to break the stillness. The kids have their own lives now, friends have drifted or passed on, and the world feels like it's moving on without you. That pang of loneliness, that fear of growing old alone, it's a heavy weight, isn't it? A thought that sneaks into your heart during sleepless nights, whispering, "What if this is all there is?" But let me tell you something. Your story isn't over. Aging alone doesn't mean fading into the background or settling for a life of emptiness. You have the power to craft a vibrant, meaningful chapter, one filled with purpose, joy, and connection. How? By embracing 6 transformative daily habits that will not only keep you mentally sharp and physically strong, but also rekindle your zest for life. These aren't just tasks to fill your days. They're lifelines to a future where solitude becomes your sanctuary, not your sentence. This journey is for you, the resilient soul who's faced life's highs and lows and is ready to make every day count. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and let's dive into these habits that will light up your golden years. By the end, you'll see that being alone doesn't mean being lonely. Your best days? They're still ahead. Have it one. Craft a daily routine, your anchor in a sea of time. Have you ever woken up and felt like the day stretched out before you like an endless void? No plans, no purpose, just hours to fill. It's disorienting, isn't it? Like you're drifting in a boat with no oars. For many aging alone, this lack of structure can spiral into boredom, isolation, even despair. But here's the good news. A daily routine is your anchor, your compass, your way to take back control. A routine isn't just about checking off tasks. It's about giving your heart a reason to greet each morning with hope. According to a 2023 study by the National Institute on Aging, structured daily schedules reduce stress by 25% and boost mental clarity, especially for older adults. When life feels uncertain, when loved ones are far or gone, a routine becomes your steady ground, a reminder that you're still the captain of your ship. But let's get real. Without work, family duties, or social plans, time can feel like quicksand. Days blur into weeks, and before you know it, you're wondering where the months went. A routine stops that slide. It transforms your day from a blank canvas into a masterpiece you paint with intention. How to build a routine that feels like home. Start with a morning ritual. Wake up at the same time each day, say 7 a.m. Make your bed. It's a small win that sets the tone. Brew a cup of tea or coffee, sit by a window, and savor the warmth in your hands. Step outside for a 10-minute walk, even if it's just to your mailbox. Feel the breeze, hear the birds. It's a gentle nudge that you're part of the world. Plan your day with purpose. Write down 3 things you want to do. Maybe it's reading a chapter of a novel, cooking a favorite recipe, or calling a friend. These aren't chores, they're gifts to yourself. And with comfort, create an evening wind down. Light a candle, listen to soft music, or journal about your day. These small acts wrap your day in warmth like a cozy blanket. Meet Clara, a 76-year-old widow from Virginia. After her husband passed, her days felt like a fog. She'd wake at odd hours, skip meals, and spend hours staring at the TV, feeling like life was slipping away. "I didn't know who I was anymore," she confessed. But one day, she decided to try something new. She set her alarm for 8 a.m., made her bed, and took a 15-minute walk around her garden. She started cooking simple meals. Her mother's soup recipe brought back warm memories. She scheduled a weekly call with her daughter and joined a local book club. Slowly, the fog lifted. "My days feel like mine again," Clara says, her eyes sparkling. "I'm not just existing, I'm living." A routine isn't about filling time, it's about filling your soul. It's the quiet promise that every day holds meaning, even when you're alone. For you, it might be tending to your roses at dawn or savoring a crossword puzzle with breakfast. These moments become your rhythm, your heartbeat, your proof that life still pulses with possibility. Tomorrow morning, write down a simple routine, 3 small acts to start your day. Maybe it's stretching, coffee, and a walk. Share it in the comments. I'd love to cheer you on. Habit 2. Move your body, the fountain of youth you can tap into today. Remember when you could chase grandkids around the park or dance the night away? Now, maybe getting out of a chair feels like a chore or a long walk seems daunting. It's tempting to think, I'm just getting old. But here's the truth, slowing down isn't inevitable. Movement is your secret to staying strong, vibrant, and fiercely independent. Your body is a gift, and keeping it active is an act of love for yourself and your future. The CDC reports that 150 minutes of moderate activity per week, that's just 20 minutes a day, can reduce heart disease risk by 30%, improve mood, and even sharpen memory. Physical activity isn't about vanity, it's about carrying your groceries, climbing stairs, and living life on your terms. But there's more. Movement is a balm for your soul. When you're active, your brain releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that lift the fog of loneliness. A 2024 study in The Lancet found that regular exercise cuts depression risk by 20% in older adults. Every step you take is a step toward a brighter, bolder you. How to make movement joyful. Start small. Walk 0.5 miles around your block. It's about 10 minutes. Or try chair yoga for 10 minutes while watching your favorite show. Find your fun. Dance to Motown hits in your living room. Garden for 15 minutes. Digging in the dirt is great for your muscles and your heart. Join a local senior fitness class. Many community centers offer free options. Stay consistent. If mobility is limited, try seated exercises. Lift light weights, even soup cans work, or do leg lifts while sitting. Every move counts. Take Henry, an 80-year-old retiree in Oregon. After a knee injury, he stopped walking his dog, and soon, simple tasks like getting out of bed felt exhausting. I thought this was just how it was at my age, he said, his shoulders heavy with resignation. But Henry's daughter gifted him a membership to a local senior water aerobics class. At first, he grumbled, but after his first session, he was hooked. The warm water eased his joints, and the group's laughter brought back his smile. Now he swims 20 minutes 3 times a week and walks his dog again. I feel like I'm stealing years back from time, he chuckles. Movement isn't just physical, it's emotional. It's the joy of tying your shoes without a struggle, the pride of walking to the store, the thrill of feeling alive in your own skin. For you, it might be a slow stroll through a park, watching kids play, or stretching to your favorite jazz tune. These moments remind you, I'm still here, but I'm still me. Pick one fun way to move today, dancing, stretching, or a walk. Drop #MoveIt in the comments and tell me your plan. Habit 3. Stay connected, weaving a tapestry of belonging. Loneliness can feel like a thief, slipping in when friends move away, or family gets caught up in their own lives, or the phone stops ringing. It's a quiet ache, isn't it? The fear that you're fading from the world's story. But here's a truth to hold tight. You are never as alone as you feel. Connection is still yours to create. Human connection is as vital as oxygen for your heart and mind. A 2024 Harvard study from Harvard found that social isolation increases depression risk by 33% and heart attack risk by 29%. But even small interactions, a smile at the grocery store, a quick call, can light up your mood. Loneliness isn't about being alone, it's about feeling unseen. And you, dear reader, deserve to be seen. Connection also keeps your spirit young. A 2023 study in Social Science and AMP Medicine showed that older adults with regular social ties report 25% higher life satisfaction. Whether it's a deep chat or a casual exchange, these moments remind you you're part of the world's heartbeat. How to build your network. Reach out daily, call an old friend, text a neighbor, or chat with a cashier. Even a 5-minute talk can spark joy. Find your tribe, Join a local group. Try a book club, knitting circle, or senior center. Online, explore forums like Reddit or meetup.com for hobby communities. Embrace tech. Use FaceTime to read to grandkids or join Zoom classes. Technology bridges miles and years. Meet Ruth, an 85-year-old from Arizona. After her best friend passed, Ruth's days felt empty. I'd sit by the phone, hoping it'd ring, she said, her recalled voice soft with sadness. But Ruth took a leap. She joined a local church's weekly coffee group. At first, she was shy, but soon she was swapping stories and laughing over shared memories. She also discovered online Scrabble, playing with folks across the country. I've got friends again, she beams, her eyes bright. I feel alive when you're not invisible. Connection is the warmth of knowing you belong. It's the laughter of a shared joke, the comfort of a familiar voice, the spark of a new friend. For you, it might be a weekly call with a cousin or waving to a neighbor. These threads weave a tapestry that keeps you to the world. Who will you reach out to today? Share your plan below. I'm rooting for you. Habit 4. Keep your mind sharp. A love letter to your brain. Ever misplace your glasses or forget a name, then wonder if your mind's slowing down? It's a scary thought, isn't it? But here's the truth to lift your spirits. Your brain is a muscle, and it thrives on challenge, no matter your age. Your mind is your lifelong companion, and keeping it active is an act of self-care. A 2023 neurology study found that mental stimulation, like puzzles or learning, delays cognitive decline by up to 5 years. But it's not just about memory, it's about curiosity, joy, and feeling alive. When your brain is engaged, boredom and loneliness fade, replaced by the thrill of discovery. How to keep your mind vibrant? Challenge yourself. Try a daily crossword, Sudoku, or a strategy game like chess. Apps like Lumosity make it fun. Learn something new. Take a free Coursera course, maybe photography or history, or learn a few guitar chords on YouTube. Stay curious. Read a novel, watch a documentary, or journal your thoughts. Ask, what can I explore today? Consider Paul, a 73-year-old from Colorado. After retiring, he noticed his memory slipping, forgetting appointments, losing his keys. I was scared I was losing myself, he admitted. But Paul fought back. He started doing crosswords every morning, read biographies, and took an online Spanish class. Within months, his focus sharpened, and he even started teaching his grandkids Spanish words over Zoom. My brain feels alive again, he says, grinning. Your mind is your playground, your sanctuary. Every new skill, every book, every puzzle is a love letter to yourself. For you, it might be learning to bake bread or solving a jigsaw puzzle. These moments whisper, you're still growing, still shining. Drop #BrainBoost in the comments and share one way you'll challenge your mind today. Habit 5. Practice gratitude, the key to a joyful heart. It's easy to focus on what's gone to youth, loved ones' dreams. That ache can feel like a shadow, following you through quiet days. But what if you turn toward the light? Gratitude isn't about ignoring pain, it's about choosing to see the beauty that's still here. Gratitude is a superpower. A 2024 UC Berkeley study found that daily gratitude reduces stress by 23% and boosts happiness by 25%. It rewires your brain to notice joy, a warm blanket, a kind smile, a blooming flower. For older adults, it's a lifeline to peace, even in solitude. How to cultivate gratitude? Start a gratitude journal. Each morning, write 3 things you're thankful for. They can be big, family, or small, a good night's sleep. Reflect daily. Spend 5 minutes meditating or praying, focusing on what warms your heart. Savor the moment. Pause to enjoy little joys, sipping tea, watching a sunset. Let them fill you up. Meet Evelyn, a 78-year-old from Illinois. After losing her sister, her world felt gray. I kept thinking about what I'd lost, she said, tears in her eyes. But a friend suggested a gratitude journal. Evelyn started small, writing about her cat's purr, a neighbor's wave, a favorite song. Over time, her heart lightened. "I still miss her, but I see so much to love now," she says softly. Gratitude is a hug you give yourself. It's finding light in the darkest days, a reminder that joy is still yours to claim. For you, it might be thanking the stars for a quiet evening or smiling at a memory. These moments make solitude sacred. What's one thing you're grateful for today? Share the low to spread the joy. Habit 6. Give back, the gift that fills your soul. When loneliness creeps in, it's tempting to turn inward. But here's a secret. Helping others is the fastest way to heal your heart. Giving doesn't just lift someone else. It reminds you that you're needed, valued, and alive. A 2024 Journal of Gerontology study found that volunteering boosts life satisfaction by 20% and cuts loneliness in older adults. Giving creates connection, purpose, and joy. It's proof that your wisdom, kindness, and smile still matter. How to give back. Start small. Call a friend to check in, bake cookies for a neighbor, or compliment a stranger. Volunteer. Help at a food bank, read to kids at a library, or walk dogs at a shelter. Go virtual. Write encouraging letters or mentor online. Platforms like volunteermatch.org can connect you. Take James, an 82-year-old from Georgia. After retiring, he felt purposeless, like his best days were gone. But he started volunteering at a local school, helping kids with reading. Their smiles lit him up. "I thought I was done making a difference," he says, voice thick with emotion. "Now I feel like I'm starting over." Giving is a bridge between you and the world, between loneliness and love. It's the warmth of knowing you've touched a life. For you, it might be sharing a story or lending a hand. These acts whisper, you're still here and you're still enough. Drop #GiveBack in the comments and share one way you'll help someone today. Final thoughts. Your golden years are yours to shape. Aging alone can feel like a daunting path, but it's also a canvas for your masterpiece. These 6 habits, crafting a routine, moving your body, staying connected, keeping your mind sharp, practicing gratitude, and giving back are your brushes, your colors, your tools to paint a life of purpose and joy. You can't control every twist of fate, but you can control how you meet each day. Will you greet it with hope? With courage? With love for the person you've become? Start small, one walk, one call, one grateful thought. These ripples will grow, transforming solitude into a sacred space where you thrive. Let's connect. Drop a comment below with which habit you're starting first. A story or thought that inspires you today. Your voice matters, and this community grows stronger with every story shared. If this guide touched your heart, like, subscribe, and ring the bell to join our journey. Here's to your golden years alone, but never lonely and brimming with possibility.